Hey guys, it's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and in today's bike vlog, I want to talk about kind of what to expect when you're losing the weight, kind of how many pounds you should be losing in a week to a month, and what's sustainable. So if you Google it, they'll say that sustainable weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week, 4 to 8 pounds a month. Now, when you first start your weight loss journey, when you first start exercising, bodybuilding, working out, whatever you're doing, you're going to get what's called newbie gains. You're going to lose a lot of water weight. You're going to gain some muscle if that's your very first time, working out. And when you first start your weight loss journey, you start doing cardio, you start implementing a proper diet, you might see a substantial loss in the beginning. You might be losing 2 to 3, maybe 4 pounds a week. Maybe in the first 2 months, you lost 20, 30 pounds. And you get to that third month, and you're like, whoa, I'm only losing 1 pound a week. See, especially if you use dietary supplements of any kind, weight loss pills, Ozempic, shit like that, and that stuff's not cheap, let me tell you. I've seen the prices for those, it's crazy. And they claim to work, but you have to look at the long-term aspects. What happens when these guys stop taking that? Just like all of the other fat loss pills and weight loss pills, what happens when you stop taking it and you gain the weight back? I've lost weight fast and I've gained it back faster. Sustainable weight loss, that's not something that happens quick. If you lose the weight too fast, then you're gonna gain it back. It might not be for everyone. Not everyone might gain it back that fast. Man, the light's acting weird. But hold on, let me see. Adjust the setting on it. But everyone I've seen that have lost, look at just perfect example. Have you ever seen that show, The Biggest Loser? The show is amazing. You see these people losing these amazing amounts, 50, 60, 70 pounds. Go look at the data. See how many people regained that weight at staggering numbers. I think the number was like 70% or 77% of the Biggest Loser contestants, they gained the weight back or even gained more weight. So it's just an interesting thing to see, like, wow, the proof is there that sustainable weight loss is more viable, is just not expecting to lose a crazy amount right away. And one thing you have to take into account too is, say you're weighing yourself and you're barely losing a pound and a half a week. It comes down to the calories in versus calories out. So if you notice you're barely losing a pound, try and go for add an extra 100 calories off. Whether it's adding more time to your workout, taking something away that you're eating, and you could see a little more substantial growth. But 1 pound a week, that's perfect. And I'm going to tell you right now, within the last 3 weeks, I've probably lost 3 to 4 pounds in the last 3 to 4 weeks. I think at the beginning of February, I was in my 230, 229 stage. Right now, beginning of March, 225, 226. And consistently losing those 3-4 pounds, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's crazy how well your body is going to feel just from losing those couple pounds. One thing I want you to notice when you're doing your weight loss journey is not just the numbers. Yes, the numbers are fun to look at, and you see them, and it's a good motivator, But one thing I found that helps me push past everything else is just how working out makes me feel. My energy levels that I have now, just doing everyday things, going through life is just so much easier. And you know, like I'm saying, you might not notice on the scale substantial numbers, but you're gonna see, if you stay consistent on your journey, you're gonna see, oh man, I feel good. I like this feeling. And it's more sustainable over time to increase yourself, to work on yourself. And expecting results too fast or wanting results too fast, it leads to a faster downfall. It leads to unsustainability. You know, I made a video a couple weeks back. It was called like takes time. You know, and I really want to reiterate that the weight loss journey I want you to be on and I want you to succeed with, I want it to have longevity. I want it to be something that you don't ever stop. I don't ever want to stop working out now. I want to see how far I can take it. And, you know, from what I understand, looking at longevity, I'm going to use this as an example. I had my boss, an old boss. He's been retired now, I think 3, maybe 4 years. But he was always frail looking, real old. Not 70 yet, but in his 60s. But he was real frail, skinny, not a lot of muscle tone, always having health problems. He ended up retiring, and sadly his brother had passed, and he had to go back to work. And he was doing a more laborious job. I seen him on Saturday, and he was full of life. Had a little bit of muscle on him. Our bodies, the human body, it's not meant to be sedentary. It's not meant to not move around, to not move. You know, I've heard stories my grandpa used to tell me about people that would retire and then die. Work their whole lives. And then their body stops moving as much and they're just gone. Now, I don't know if that's facts. That's just what I'm hearing from what I'm seeing in life. But it makes sense. As someone that has been morbidly obese my entire life, I can see different aspects of my life where I'm like, wow, if I would have stayed doing these things, it was not sustainable living. I might have died young. You know, and it's sad. And there's this whole like body positivity movement where we're just killing people, saying that being obese and being fat is okay. And I'm not saying we need to shame people for it. That's not what I'm saying at all. But we need to let people know, like, it's okay. And you should want it for yourself. You should want to live a long life. Not just for you as well, but your family. You know? And crash diets that claim, oh, lose 30 pounds in a month. Yeah, you might lose that 30 pounds in a month with their diet plan, with their regimen, with whatever they're telling you to take. But within a month, 2 months, 3 months, you're going to gain that weight back double. You know? Not everyone will, because, like I said, this whole weight loss journey comes down to you finding what works for you. Now, you could have 10 people do a crazy crash diet, lose 30 pounds in a month. The statistics will say 7 to 8 out of those people will gain that weight back. Now, it's great for those 2 people that don't, but, you know, it's just from my own personal experience that have done these crash diets, I've always gained the weight back. This journey I'm on now is the most sustainable thing I've done. And allowing myself to see, you know, 3 to 4 pounds lost month to month and know, like, that's okay because I feel good. If I just stay consistent, it'll continue to go down and I'm gonna feel great. So I hope you understand the point of this video. You know, just kind of telling you, like, hey, take it slow, lose the weight at a decent pace, and you'll stay more sustainable. Well, guys, I hope you start your weight loss journey today, and I want you to stay positive.